homemade happiness. Welcome back to my channel. Today in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet the Tunisian Extended Simple Stitch. If you are new to Tunisian crochet, I have a video linked below that you can check out for beginners, and then you can head on back and work on this stitch with us. So for this stitch, I'm going to be using a 6mm J Tunisian crochet hook. This one is corded, but any Tunisian crochet hook would work just fine. And I'm also going to be using worsted weight yarn. For the Tunisian Extended Simple Stitch, you can chain any number. I am going to chain 10 for this tutorial. Get my yarn on my hook here, and I'm going to start with a chain 10. So here is my starting chain of 10, and I'm going to use just a basic Tunisian foundation row for my row 1. So for my first forward pass, I'm going to start in the second chain from my hook, insert my hook into that chain and yarn over and pull up a loop. And I will do that all the way across my chain for my forward pass. Here's my last chain, and you should have the same number of stitches on your hook as you did for your starting chain. So now I'm going to do my return pass. So for my return pass, I will chain 1, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2 of the loops on my hook. I'm going to do that all the way across my row. Continue to yarn over and pull through 2 until there's 1 loop remaining on the hook for your return pass. So there is row 1, my foundation row. So now we're going to do the extended simple stitch. And I'm going to be starting here in this second stitch because I already have stitch on my hook for the first one. So I'm going to kind of start by making just a regular simple stitch. So I'm going to insert my hook into this vertical bar in the second stitch from my hook and yarn over and pull up a loop. And now I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to yarn over and pull up another loop. You're going to have a chain, so you have your simple stitch and you have a chain sitting on top of it. So again, I'm going to insert my hook into the next vertical bar, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then chain 1. Insert your hook into the next vertical bar, yarn over and pull up a loop, and chain 1. So we're going to continue to do this all the way across for our forward pass. Adding that chain 1 after you do that regular simple stitch. And it's just going to give a little bit of height to your stitches, and it's going to create a little bit of a lighter and more flexible piece of fabric when we're all finished. Here's my last vertical bar before my edge. So now I'm going to make my edge stitch here. And there we go. And there is your forward pass for the extended simple stitch. And let's do our return pass. So we'll chain 1 and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops all the way across. until one loop remains. And there you have it. That is it for the extended simple stitch. So let's do one more row together. So I already have my first stitch on my hook. I'm going to start in this second stitch from my hook. I'm going to insert my hook into this vertical bar and yarn over, pull up that loop and chain one. And do that all the way across my row. Insert your hook into that vertical bar, pull up a loop, and then chain one right on top of that Tunisian simple stitch. And you could do this extended type of stitch with any of the Tunisian stitches. If you were doing the knit stitch or the reverse stitch or any stitch that you wanted to do, you could add, you could do the extended version of that and add this chain one on top of it. You can already feel how much lighter of a fabric this is than just the regular simple stitch. It would be really nice for a garment or something, or a scarf. Will have a little bit more of a flow feeling than the regular simple stitch. Here's my last vertical bar, and then I'm going to make my edge stitch here. Stitch, getting both of those loops along the side on my hook, then yarn over and pull up a loop. Now I'm going to do my return pass. We'll chain one, and then yarn over and pull through two loops on my hook until one remains. And that is it for the Tunisian Extended Simple Stitch. So go ahead and continue repeating that until your project is the length you're looking for, and then come back to the video and we will bind off our project. So here I have repeated that a couple more times, and we will go ahead and bind off our project. So I'm going to be working at kind of like slip stitches across the top of my row. So I'm going to insert my hook into the next vertical bar. I'm going to make a slip stitch. So I'm going to pull that yarn through that bar and do the loop of my hook. I'm going to do that all the way across my row, closing up those stitches across the top. And then here's my edge stitch here. I'm going to do that the same way. Go ahead and cut the yarn, and you can pull that through. And there you have the extended simple stitch. So here you have the extended simple stitch. You can see how it creates such a lighter and more flexible piece of fabric than other Tunisian stitches might. So it's a good alternative if you wanted to do something a little bit lighter and wanted to use a Tunisian crochet. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you next time.